Welcome to the first episode of the Wave Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan Jones, and today I'm joined with my friend Hamza Abdul, and we're doing a Q&A session talking about the many things that make up who I am. Hope you enjoy getting to know me, and stay tuned for more episodes in the future.
All righty, we live?
We are live.
First question from @DamnBoyWonder. Do you believe in superhero fatigue?
Shout out Dan Boy Wonder. Superhero fatigue. I hear that a lot on Twitter, but I feel like people aren't really tired of superheroes. I feel like they are tired of certain genres and like executions when it comes to certain projects like comedy, for example. Some people are really tired of like the excessive comedy in projects, and they like kind of like dumb down superheroes like jokes. But then like another crowd probably feels like there's not enough comedy and things are too serious. So people aren't tired of superheroes themselves. I feel like they're tired of like the execution that comes behind that.
Yeah. Next question from Goodnight Drew. Shout out that boy Drew, man.
Shout out Drew.
What made you want to make a Twitter account and be the mod/admin of the DCU and Marvel Twitter communities?
So I first started out in 2018. I was on music Twitter initially, and I've always loved superheroes, but I feel like I never really had a space to talk about them outside of like my friends in real life. So I wanted to just nerd out. Like when these projects come out, I would just want to talk about them with people and see what everybody else is thinking. And I seen that like there was this huge community of people. I kind of got inspired to just dive deeper and explore like different avenues of the site. So as a founder of the Marvel and DC communities, the reason for starting those, when I first came onto comic book Twitter in 2022, I noticed that it was like very negative, it was very toxic, it was very like chaotic. And I just wanted to be not like big symbol of change, but I wanted to be like at least a step in the right direction for what I feel like this community can be. Because I know there's a lot of people out there that's positive and, you know, very open-minded and respectful of others' opinions, but they don't really get respected or they get walked over. And with the algorithm, Twitter kind of prioritizes negativity. So I, as someone who wants to see less of that, started these communities as a way for fans to not have to worry about, you know, getting jumped for having an opinion or getting bashed for liking a project that they genuinely enjoyed. The Marvel and DC communities are a place for people to not be ashamed to be a fan and to just fully embrace everything that they love about these franchises.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
From TC Comics. What got you into DC and Marvel?
Shout out TC. He's another great person that I'm mutual with on Twitter. What got me into Marvel and DC? So there's been like multiple things that got me into the franchise, but my earliest memory for Marvel and DC specifically, with Marvel, I kind of just watched like animations growing up, like probably on Disney XD, like Avengers. I think it's called Avengers Assembled. And then for DC, I watched like Justice League Unlimited. I watched a little bit of Batman the Animated Series, Young Justice, Teen Titans Go. And like as I started to watch animations, I expanded to like other branches. So like video games, I was really heavy on video games. So like Lego Marvel superheroes, Lego Batman. Lego Batman is actually the first game I ever played besides Mario, because everybody's played Mario, but like the first real game I ever played was definitely Lego Batman. Yeah, like ever since I started to like play the games and like go deeper into the lore, I kind of just got more invested into superheroes in general, and that's how I became what you know me today as the Marvel and DC enthusiast.
Another one from TC Comics. What is your favorite comics you've read or that you are reading so far?
So, as some people may know, I'm not sure if everyone knows, but I'm not really a comic book reader. I just started reading comic books about, I would say maybe a couple months ago, like officially. Like I would like over the years, I would like dabble into certain things, but I would never like dive deep into like certain runs or like characters. So this year was actually the first year that I started my journey officially. And some of the stories I read so far was Miles Morales, Amazing Spider-Man. Uh, Shout out to my friend Zay. He got me into that. I'm also reading World's Finest. I read like two issues of that, the first two issues. And I read some of the DCEU comic books. I read a lot of those. That's actually my favorite to answer the question more specifically. And what I'm currently reading now is Crisis on Infinite Earth, I think the 90s version. So I'm like
Peace.
all over the place when it comes to comic books. But yeah, my favorite is the DCU prequel.
Hey, okay. One more from TC Comics with the addition of Farsender, sorry,
Mhm.
goals for the communities in the future.
So, goals for the community in the future. The DC community, I feel like that's pretty like stable. I hit most of my goals that I wanted this year. I had, I got co-signed by James Gunn in April, I think, of 2023. DC is actually aware that I had the community because of my current partnership with the Discord server. And what else? We hit over 50,000 members last week. So like most of my goals for DC is checked off. But with Marvel, we're at 12K. I started the Marvel community in 2022, but I restarted it last year. I want people to feel more comfortable talking in there about their favorite projects and like, these eras that we have, like our recent era with Deadpool and Wolverine. I want people to like just experience these eras and for what they are and not like, for what critics or like haters may think. Just like form your own experiences. That's kind of what I want the Marvel community to like push towards within the next year. So,
Okay, okay. Now, this personally, I think is the best question out of all of them because it's from me.
the goat
What came the goat? The you already know. What came first, the color orange or the fruit orange?
Okay. So, the color orange or the fruit orange? Well, you got to think about it like this. Do you think that the first people on Earth like already knew about colors? Like, do you think they already knew about colors? Or
I mean, they didn't name a carrot orange.
right? They did it. It was a carrot. So it's like I think the fruit came first, and then they just like ate it, and they was like, oh, okay, based off the looks, this is gonna be orange.
So then,
I think yeah.
but then what about all the animals that are naturally orange in the wild, or like the sun that gives off an orange tint?
So I feel like the same would apply to the animals too. Like, okay, let's say we have a sheep, and then I guess like the first people on the earth, they were like, oh, okay, I found a sheep. And then later on, they were like, okay, we're going to classify this as white, like a white sheep. And then we're going to classify this as a black sheep because it looks darker. Like, I guess it just comes with like understanding as we grow and as we evolve. So I feel like, yeah, fruits definitely came first and then color.
But what about orange flowers? What if they didn't have oranges where they were at?
Orange flowers?
Mm-hmm. Or orange fish. They ain't named that fish orange.
Like, this question is actually kind of like messing me up. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, I feel like the same concept is also apply here. Like, okay, we have flowers, and like people like they sniff the flower and they're like,
damn, that smell like orange.
It smells like orange. You're like, I don't know. They were probably thinking about that. They were probably like, oh, this is the flower, and this smells like I don't know, berries or something. Like, I don't think that colors just automatically change their minds there. So, I don't know, but that's a good question.
Me personally, I think the color came first. All right. Next question. So this this is from at DJODG and at FinsMF.
Okay.
Most
I think some
anticipated movie next year.
most anticipated movie next year. Okay, so there's a number of them. I'm really excited for Captain America. That's in February. I'm excited for Fantastic Four, and I'm very excited for Superman because that started the DCU. But I feel like number one though, like that's so hard to pick. Okay. Ooh. Damn. Okay. Uh. If I had to pick one, I would say Marvel for Marvel, Captain America for DC, obviously Superman because that's the only film coming out next year. I believe. I believe we could fact check that later. Somebody could fact check that later, but I think Superman's the only film coming out for DC next year.
Captain America for Marvel is okay. I didn't expect that one.
You didn't
Okay.
that?
I didn't expect. Well, I knew you would you want to see that, and that's definitely a big anticipated movie. But I thought you would probably anticipate Fantastic Four more.
Four.
Yeah, so you can see your boy RDJ.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he's gonna be in that film though. I feel like he might be like a post-credit scene. He might be a post-credit scene.
Yeah, we could talk about that in the next episode.
Yeah, I know you want to talk about that so bad.
Alrighty, next question. From, and I'm sorry if I butcher this, from at D4THBWTHU. I think it's Death BW Thursday. I'm gonna just say that. If you have if you have any kind of Lego figures of Marvel characters, which would be your favorite?
Ooh, this is a good question. Okay, so what immediately popped into my mind was Age of Ultron Lego set, and my family knows this. I used to be like a fanatic for Legos. Like I used to be in the Lego store almost every week. I would beg my dad take me to the Lego store. I had my own Lego VIP membership card.
Okay, then.
And I would just be in there every week. So for I think the first Lego set I ever bought was definitely the Age of Ultron set, where Quicksilver, I think it was Scarlet Witch, Iron Man, Captain America, and those are the sets that I really love the most. Like that, and also Ninjago. I'm not sure if anybody who's listening is Ninjago fan, but
hell yeah,
Ninjago was actually the first Lego project I ever laid eyes on. So yeah, so Ninjago and Age of Ultron, those are my favorite sets.
Hell yeah, they don't know about that spinjutsu.
They don't. They sleeping.
Next question from at Kyle Henry Allen. By the way, shout out to the Flash fan. What are your anticipations / expectations for the Fantastic Four movie?
Okay, so I said this on Twitter before. I kind of want it to be very 60s-esque, and what I mean is like retro and like old fashioned, just very vintage. Like I want them to do like this, like what is it like the film that like Loki season 2 has, like with the how do I say this, like
the aesthetic,
yeah, like the aesthetic, like how they film it. I want it to look grainy. Yeah, that's the word, grainy. Like I want it to be like very classic in terms of like mannerisms, style, fashion, and like their powers. I don't want it to look too modern, if that, you know what I mean? Like with the CGI, I kind of want it to look as practical as they can make it, because the 60s, they didn't have like CGI and the technology we have today. So I kind of want to see that reflected on camera. And given by the set leak, it seems like that's where they're going.
Okay. I agree with that too, especially with how they want to go within the 60s futuristic type, kind of like how they did in like the Flash series when they went to Earth 2. It was kind of more like developed, but in the 60s and stuff. I agree with that. Next question from at Sam O Rips 5. Favorite moment in the MCU?
Favorite moment in MCU? Oh, this is such a hard question. Oh my god. Wow. Number one favorite moment. Okay. It's probably definitely when T'Challa's in Wakanda in Infinity War and he goes, what did he say? He goes, Bombay, 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 and then he charges in with Captain America. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
that's my favorite moment. That and also like when I think when Spider-Man has Infinity Gauntlet and he like passes it off to T'Challa, or was that Hawkeye that passes it off to T'Challa? One of those characters.
Oh yeah,
Somebody
what Hawkeye
passed it
did.
off to him. Yeah.
Yep.
And he was like,
give it
Clint,
to me.
give it to me. Yep. Yeah. That's like one of my favorite moments. Like at least top 10. There's many others, but like those two scenes are like near and dear to me.
That's valid. Next question. Oh yeah, from that man Bussin' Justin.
Shout out Bustin' Justin. That's my boy.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody on this list is my boy.
Hell yeah. Top 3 anticipated DCU and Marvel projects and why?
Top 10 or top 5? What was that?
Top 3 anticipated DCU and Marvel projects and why?
Okay. Top 3 Marvel. Okay. This is gonna be odd. Well, not odd, but like I think most people won't expect me to say this. So for Marvel, it's Captain America: Brave New World, Fantastic Four, and then Wonder Man. I'm really excited to see Wonder Man. I feel like Yaya, he's a really good actor, and I loved him in Aquaman 1 and 2. So I'm excited to see what he brings to that character, and I'm really excited to just see like the overall vision of that show. That's for Marvel, and then DC. I'm excited for Brave and the Bold, Superman, and Teen Titans. I feel like Teen Titans is very, very popular amongst like the younger, well not younger, but like you know like our age group of fans.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm not sure if Teen Titans is confirmed though, but I know that like it's in early production. So yeah, that counts, I guess.
Okay. And why are those your most anticipated projects?
Okay, so Brave New World, I feel like that can be like the next Black Panther type project because I feel like Sam is very like underestimated in the MCU. A lot of people don't believe in him, and a lot of people don't think that he's capable of being a leader or like capable of just like being the next Captain America. Like everybody loves Steve, but I feel like Sam is just as impactful or could be just as impactful as Steve Rogers. So I feel like watching that movie is going to be generational because as a young Black man who loves superheroes, it's very like uncommon for us to have good role models and people that look just like us. So, that's going to be like, I'm just going to relive 2018 all over again. And I feel like that's just going to be such a great moment. And for DC, I would say Brave and the Bold. Yeah, I like Brave and Bold. Well, I'm not like, but I'm excited for Brave and Bold because, it's Batman. Like Batman's like, I think my favorite superhero aside from Black Panther. So I want to see how the DCU treats him because previously, with Batfleck, he's my favorite Batman adaptation of all time. He didn't really get the shine that he really deserved, and he didn't get like the story development. He didn't get like the interactions within Gotham City. We didn't even get to see Gotham City that much. It was kind of all just rust. So like that film would just be like the catalyst for everything related to Batman. We get to finally see Dick Grayson, Damian Wayne, the other Robins. We probably could see Batgirl. Like, just we can finally dive into the city of Gotham and actually get character development from Batman. So I feel like that's automatically like a number one reason why I'm excited for that project.
Okay. Last two questions. Next one. From that boy Carmine, man, the GOAT.
Car, my boy. I keep saying that's my boy because like all these people, like I love these people. They're always in my comments supporting me.
No, that's a good thing though. You got a good community behind you and everything. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And this is gonna keep growing. This is a long one. So, what sparked interest to do what you do? How has your past? Well, how has your past informed slash influenced your present? And what are you doing to achieve? Sorry, what are you doing to achieve in the near future?
Okay, so you're probably gonna have to ask me those questions again as I answer them because my memory is like
Got you.
very messed up. So, what inspired me to do what I do? Okay. So initially, I used to be a really strong Apple fan. Like in high school, if anyone from high school is listening to this, I like you see me walk up in that school, I had all the Apple products. I had AirPods, the Apple Watch, the latest iPhone, like every year. It would just be like a whole commotion in school. Every time I walk up in there, everybody's asking me, Jordan, you got the latest phone? Let me see your phone, or you got this, or what Apple products do I get? So like I was always the Apple person. But then, like, as I got out of high school and I dived into superheroes more, it kind of just inspired me to just turn this into a profession. And like, I always like saw myself as somebody who can be like influential or like have like a platform, but I just like never really fully tapped into it. So me like gaining popularity on Twitter, it kind of just like lit the bulb in my head, like, oh, you can actually, have a platform and you can actually like be what you always wanted to be because only few people know this, but I used to have a YouTube channel when I was like 10 years old. I would make like music videos and stuff.
Oh, I gotta see
And
that.
no, nobody's seeing that. That is highly embarrassing. But
If y'all want
I
to
used
see
to
that,
make
go ahead, comment on this post. Tell them we want to see the music video.
I used to I used to make those like music videos and I always like dreamed of just having people like listen to me and watch me. So like having this now, it kind of is a full circle moment and maybe like me being working at Apple wasn't, in the cards for me and this was always my calling. So I don't know. I feel like that like just me always wanting to like speak and get my mind like have my thoughts out there. That kind of like inspired me the most to become a creator.
That. How is your, well, that kind of did influence. What are you hoping to achieve in the near future?
In the near future, okay, so I have a couple of things. I want to have a solid platform outside of Twitter. I don't want to be kept in a box. I feel like I'm very creative and I want people to, see multiple sides of me. Like I also play games. I can like uh draw a little bit, like make art. So I want to like venture out to other things outside of Marvel and DC. So hopefully as I get bigger, praise praise God, hopefully as I get bigger, um I'm able to like travel the world doing what I love, like and meet these people that I always admired growing up, like my favorite superhero actors, my favorite artists, and just collaborate with people in my interest field, like and just just live life and have fun and you know also get paid while doing it, of course. But like I just really want to experience life to the fullest capacity.
Hell yeah. And last question from Carmine. If you could spend a day with anyone, dead or alive, who would you choose and why?
Um, that is a really deep question. How does, dead or alive? I like. There's nobody that like comes immediately to mind. I've lost a couple of family members in the past, and I feel like just having one more conversation with my grandma, or like one more conversation with my grandpa, I feel like that would do me like that would heal a part of me, like a small little part of me, because I never really got to uh grow up with them the way that most people will grow up with their parents. Like they kind of died as I was like, I think I was like 9 or 10. So I wanted to at least know who they are a little bit more, like just than one day to just see the personalities and stuff. So yeah.
Hell yeah. And then final question. And you could take up the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds to answer this. From at MellowPod22, what is your podcast going to be about? And are you planning on having guests from the DC and Marvel communities?
Okay, so Wave is going to be about basically just anything. Like it's going to be ranging from multiple topics like film, TV, comics, music, video games, and mental health. I feel like mental health is not really talked about enough, and I want to at least share
Message.
a piece of myself and what I'm going through, and if that can inspire other people to talk about their problems and how they're feeling, then I feel like I'm doing my job. So I feel like this podcast would definitely be healing for me, and it would help me get over my anxiety. And hopefully, I can start to show up in other places and collaborate with other creators because there's been multiple people who've reached out to me and I declined due to anxiety. So, me starting this podcast is definitely a step in the right direction for me getting over anxiety, me being more comfortable and showing people who I am, and yeah, and just being authentically me, like, and just having fun. So yeah, that's what this is going to be about. And hopefully, if things go well, we might be doing like a video version of this. But yeah.
Hell yeah. And we have less than a minute left. So, real quick, are you planning on having any guests from the DC and Marvel communities?
So yes, we're planning on having Dan Boy Wonder on the podcast. He's a creator on Twitter and YouTube. And I also want to have my DC friend join if he wants to, because he's the reason why I'm over at the DC Discord right now as a moderator. And yeah, there's obviously going to be more people down the line, but I just got to see how this floats. So yeah.
Hell yeah. And so now we got through all the questions. Now let's send them off with a good one. Go ahead,
Okay.
tell everybody where they can find you, and you got the floor.
Okay, so once again, this is Jordan Jones. Thank you for tuning in to the Wave Podcast, the first episode. I'm over on Twitter at JORDNJNES on all social platforms. And yeah, that's where you can find me. And yeah, thank you. Thank you, Hamza, for being the co-host for today's episode. And I hope you guys enjoyed.
Of course, of course.
Yeah, and we are signing off. Woo!